fellow Deviants, my name is Jenna, and welcome to eSpot. Just last Friday, Jeff Keighley, the producer and host of the Game Awards, made a surprising announcement. To join the list of new anticipated at E3 comes this exciting bit of information. Jeff Keighley and the Entertainment Software Association announced a special E3 Coliseum 2019 panel with the producers and writers of The Simpsons. This has fans speculating there will be a new Simpsons game in the making. E3 Coliseum is a series of different panels, special events, conversations, and even gameplay demonstrations, and is normally full of interesting tidbits and even some surprises here and there. So while there's not much more information other than the Simpsons creators joining on June 11th, we can always hope to expect some sort of exciting news coming soon for a new Simpsons video game in the making. There have been so many exciting leaks coming forward more and more, with E3 only 1 week away. Xbox may be coming forward now with Fable 4 in the works. In the later Mixer update, Fable is listed in the search results. And while there's nothing there at the moment, it is unlikely that Xbox would list it there if they weren't anticipating Fable 4's arrival soon. The game has yet to be announced by Xbox, but reports from games industry insiders suggest that UK studio Playground Games, home of the Forza Horizon series, has been working on it. Microsoft's Xbox E3 2019 showcase will take place on Sunday, June 9th at 1 p.m. PT, 4 p.m. ET, and 9 p.m. UK time, which would be the best opportunity for a Fable 4 announcement. So, close your eyes for a second and picture something with me. Wolverine, now 4'10", gained a little bit of weight, thick rimmed glasses, and probably running a mob somewhere underground. While this sounds like a joke, and it very well may be, the real news here is there is now a petition going around to get Danny DeVito to play Wolverine in future movies, and people are signing it. On May 10th, Change.org user Ring Arias petitioned Marvel to have Danny DeVito play the reboot Wolverine in MCU. In the 2 weeks since, it's climbed steadily towards its goal of 15,000 signatures, and as of the 25th, they raised that goal, having doubled within a week. It seems as though people are very passionate to have Danny DeVito as the new Wolverine. So, speaking of nonsense, Trump tariffs could raise game console prices in the US, as if they aren't expensive enough. The Trump administration is proposing a 25% tariff on game consoles, controllers, and other Chinese imports. I hope he knows there's going to be a 25% increase on his US-made merchandise as well. Tensions between the United States and China have been escalating in recent months due to the country's ongoing trade war, and the prices of game consoles and accessories could be affected as a result. It has been reported that the Office of the United States Trade Representation, the USTR, has proposed implementing a 25% tariff on more goods imported from China, including the video game consoles, controllers, and even board games like chess and checkers. The news comes just as the video game industry is gearing up for a new generation of consoles. Sony has in recent weeks been revealing details about its next generation PlayStation, while Microsoft is known to be working on a next generation Xbox, which rumors suggest could be unveiled at E3 2019. The USTR will hold public hearings about the proposed tariff on June 17th, shortly after E3 2019 ends. The results of those hearings will determine whether or not the tariff is implemented. If the USTR does go through with the tariff, it could go into effect as soon as June 24th. But that is enough about tariffs. So, it's seeming unlikely that Dying Light 2 will be a cross-gen release. However, that doesn't necessarily mean it won't be a cross-gen game. In a recent interview between Techland and WCCF Tech, the upcoming PS4, Xbox One, and PC zombie game will also be coming to the PS5 and next Xbox. Dying Light 2 is still being pitched as a 2019 game, which rules out that it will be a cross-gen release because the next-gen systems won't be out this year. Now, next year, they may be released, and it looks like Techland may be planning to port the ambitious game to the next-gen consoles. Techland's CTO, Powell Rollleader, confirmed there will be a PS4 Pro and Xbox One X support that will be somewhere between the standard PS4 and Xbox One and current high-end PCs. And Rollleader mentions that Techland is also thinking about the future platforms as well. Techland has already confirmed the game will be at E3, so we can find out more about the official information about this then. Google CEO Sundar Pichai is serving up a beef with Apple after writing in the New York Times saying privacy cannot be a luxury good offered only to people who can afford to buy premium products and services. And that beef was well seasoned with some indirect comments, not particularly saying it was aimed towards Apple, but Apple did recently advertise the privacy benefits of its $999 phone. So there's no mistaking which company he was referring to. Apple software chief Craig Federighi dismissed the criticism in a couple weeks after. Federighi says Apple wants to sell products to everyone they possibly could, and that Apple products are certainly not just a luxury. The privacy battle between these two companies is unlikely to slow down because Apple's business model doesn't involve selling ads. Privacy is a key area that Apple can use to make its products stand out, which incentivizes the company to keep volleying back at Google. The World Health Organization has decided to formally recognize gaming addiction as a disorder. This will hold some interesting implications into the future. Sony seems to agree. Sony's CEO, Kenshiro Yoshida, spoke to various news outlets, including Kyodo News, and made his own stance on the situation known by saying people need to take it seriously and that countermeasures should be adapted. Yoshida's comments were made days ago before the World Health Organization made its call, but they are especially relevant now that the decision has been made. He did acknowledge that Sony's already got some systems in place to tackle certain problems which arise from younger players having access to the wide array of games on the PlayStation 4. While the future will determine what steps Sony and other companies take to combat gaming addiction, Sony's policies in particular have been addressed recently when it comes to in-game content, with a report surfacing back in April that suggests Sony has been cracking down on sexual content in games. Well, now that it's been officially recognized as a disorder, nations within the organization have to start implementing treatment and preventative measures by the beginning of 2022. Earlier this year, at CES, Alienware announced the Area 51M, its latest flagship gaming laptop that features a whole new design ethos for Dell Premium's gaming brand. At Computex 2019, the company is bringing the same design to its M15 and M17 laptops. Although, unfortunately, without the modular components of the Area 51M, the new laptops essentially resemble a slimmed-down version of the flagship model. There's a new keyboard with further key travel despite the thinner case, and a new glass trackpad, along with updated specs that include Intel's latest 9th gen processor and NVIDIA's latest GTX and RTX GPUs. The 15-inch model will offer a choice of either 1080p panels at 60Hz, 144Hz, or 240Hz, or a 4K 60Hz OLED panel with a Tobii eye tracking. The 17-inch model will only offer 60Hz or 144Hz 1080p panels, with the 144 option also including eye tracking. The models will be available on June 11th, with both sizes starting at $1,499. Sony and R&D head say there will be no new PSVR to coincide with the next Sony console. Well, good, because who can afford another PSVR, both monetarily and emotionally? Seriously, trying to get one when it first released was an actual nightmare. Well, now we know we won't have to go through that again for a while. Sony's current headset will be compatible with the next PlayStation. Even though there's no talk of a new headset to release now, there is talk about advancements in the future. A rumor of Witcher 3 has resurfaced with some retailers, saying it will be released in September. This is very much just a rumor, and there has not been any word from CD Projekt Red about plans to bring the 2015 award-winning game to the Switch. Well, I guess we'll see. So that's all we have for you today. We have new episodes of eSpot coming out every Monday and Friday. Check out our Kickstarter for Devious Eye Entertainment's new game in progress, Reverie: The Awoken. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, stay devious.